So this is a video of me working with Bogo over a few days. So in this video, I'm just working on leading her around. So she was pretty bad with not wanting to move forward. So I just keep a steady kind of pressure a little bit until she moves forward, and then I pet her. So here I put my hat on her, just as some desensitization work, and just kind of walked her a little bit with it. Here is just more leading, and you can see she stopped, so I just keep a steady pressure on her halter until she moves forward. And then I give her a little pet just for doing what I want. You want to just take small steps going with this, so she gets pretty good by then. Here I was getting her used to the barrel that I had my phone set up on. Here's just walking and learning to stop with me. Here I am working on getting her to move her hindquarters. So I just use my fingers and kind of just push with her butt, and she just has to move her hindquarters around. Here I'm working on backing her up. So here's the next day. This is how I halter her. I just put the halter on, I rub her and rub her and rub her. And I clip it and rub her. I just want her to learn that the halter is not a bad thing. And we're just working on leading again. Just walking around. She did much better this day. Here we're just doing a little turn, see if she'd turn with me, which she did. So here again, I'm working on moving her hindquarters. Here I am just swinging the rope around her head. Most horses really don't like things getting swung and touching their face and stuff, but she doesn't really mind at all, so I was just seeing she would care or not. Here I'm working on backing up again. She knows when I put my hand on her chest, that means back up, so I'm trying to connect that with the halter pressure. Here I have the lunge whip, and I was just getting her used to the sound and it dragging. She kind of didn't like that as like a snake or something, so I just swung it. I just don't want her to be scared of it or anything for that matter. So here I'm just starting to do little swings, just letting her get used to it. I just want her to stand there and not be scared. So here I'm dragging it back and forth. I'm doing the other side now. You can see she really liked that. She tried to leave. So I just keep doing it until she just stands there nicely. And then I pet her. Let her know she did right. Now I'm swinging it back and forth over top of her. She didn't really like it too much, but she dealt with it. Now I'm just touching her with it, letting it move around on her and around her legs and here I'm just snapping it. She didn't really like that when I started snapping it, so I just wanted to get her used to that. Now I'm going to do the other side, the same thing. I just don't let her get away from it, or if they move away, you just want to keep doing it until they just stand there, and then you stop and reward them. Here I'm swinging it back and forth in front of her. You're used to that. Now I'm just letting it drag towards her. And then I'm just rubbing her and gonna take her halter off and let her go. I don't want her to fling her head around or anything, so you can see I scratch her ears and scratch her face. And I also don't want her to run away, so when I slide it off, I just pet her after. So the next day was a little rough. She's kind of being bad when I was trying to lead her. So when we would go forward, there she went forward. But then she would do that, so I kind of just held her the lead rope and pulled her head down and just tried to keep going. I know she's just a foal, so I don't really let it get on my nerves too bad, but I don't really want her doing it, so I just try to correct her nicely and just keep going. And it seemed to fix some of the problems, so she doesn't do it anymore. But so now I am working on with her walking over the tarp. So the tarp's on the ground there. Here I didn't want to pull on her head, and she didn't really want to go, so I wrapped the rope around her butt, so I'm not pulling on her head so much. I'm pulling from her butt instead. And when she takes a step, I just reward her. So petting. Once I got her over it once or twice, she didn't really care for it at all. So it's just the initial getting her onto it. And I just reward her. I don't know that she did the right thing. So this was the next time. She still didn't really want to go over it much, but there she stepped on it, so I pet her. And then there she walked over it, so that went more easier than the first time. Here's the next time. She is more willing to try it out. And again. So here I'm working on her with getting on the pedestal. She puts one foot on, so I petted her. I'm just wanting her to get her other foot on there. backed off, so I just kind of work with her and getting up there. Here I help her foot up there. And then there she put her both feet on, so I just scratch her, reward her, let her know she did good. Here we walked over the pole, what she's used to because I left it on the crowd, and they had to walk over it. Here I'm just working on hindquarters, using her hindquarters again, both directions. And then just walking over the top one last time to finish up the day.